second graders, we are going to be reading our story called Under the Sea with Jacques Cousteau. And we know that this is a story that took place in 1968, or the setting of this is in 1968, but we know it's a fiction story to some degree. We know it's about a real person, but we know that we would not have talking animals. So I think with this story, we are going to learn a little bit about some history. So this would be maybe like a historical fiction, and we'll be learning some science too. That's pretty awesome. Under the Sea with Jacques Cousteau. And here we read about Jacques Cousteau and his boat, his scientific floating lab named the Calypso. And we went through the characters and the setting. When we read, sometimes we're going to read with faster voices, sometimes we will read with slower voices, and sometimes we use quiet voices or louder voices. We're going to use good expression. Listen as I read to you, and then at the end, there will be some pictures or some pages posted on your slides for you to read out loud, recording yourself reading. Now, this isn't the first time I read this passage. I've read this passage many, many times, so you should practice the pages that you need to read several times too, but we'll talk more about that later. Let's get started. Now, normally you don't say pufferfish, do you? You would just have different people be each character. So you're going to need to follow along. The bold print where it says each animal's name, I won't be reading every single one of those. My voice might change, and that's how you will know that there's a new character. Plus, you're following along. Beginning with the pufferfish. Good morning, Crab. What's up? Oh, nothing exciting. I'm just looking for food down here. How about you, pufferfish? Just swimming around. Now the clam talks. Are you going to puff up? It's so amazing when you do that. I hope I don't have to. I puff up only when I'm in danger, you know. When I'm in danger, I clam up. Get it? Now the seaweed talks. Very funny, clam. Crab talks. When I'm in danger, I scuttle away. Scuttle? What does that mean? It means I can move sideways. You know, crabs are the only animals in the sea that can do that. Really? Now is the octopus speaking. I beg to differ with you, Crab. I may not have 10 legs that bend in funny ways like yours do, but I can move sideways too. I can move any way I want to. All I have to do is fill up with water and then shoot the water out. Whoosh! There I go. Hey, you guys, listen up. I've got important news. News? We haven't had any news in such a long time. What is it, Dolphin? Come closer so I can hear. Turtle speaks at the very bottom. Wait for me, wait for me. I want to hear too. Top of the next column is Dolphin. I was just at the surface with some of my dolphin friends. We were leaping and playing. We call that porpoising, even though we're not porpoises. We saw a big boat. It's right above us. It's the Calypso. The what? The Calypso. It's Jacques Cousteau's boat. Jacques Cousteau? Who's that? You've never heard of him? Neither have I. I hate to admit it, but I don't know who he is either. Now the whale speaks. May I join your conversation? I was just swimming by and overheard you with my sonar. I can tell you who Jacques Cousteau is. He's the famous ocean explorer. He loves the sea. He has since he was a boy. How do you know this, whale? I know whales that knew Jacques Cousteau when he was growing up in France. He's also an inventor. He helped invent the scuba gear that divers use underwater. You've seen divers, haven't you? And now the coral answers, I have. And seaweed says, me too. Uh-oh, here comes shark. And the shark says, don't panic. I'm not here to eat anyone. I just happened to hear you talking. I know something else Jacques Cousteau invented, a special cage. It protects divers. Now the whale talks. That's true. You see, Jacques Cousteau is also a photographer. He brings cameras underwater to take pictures. Sometimes he uses the cage. The turtle is speaking at the top of page 8. One night last year, I crawled onto a beach to lay my eggs. I heard some scientists talking about Jacques Cousteau. He has a new TV show. It's called Under the Sea. It's about plants and animals like us. He sounds amazing. I'd like to meet him. Me too, but surely he wouldn't care about a little clam like me. And seaweed answers, or a little plant like me. And then coral speaks, or me. People who come here just want to break off parts of me. Pufferfish at the top of the next column. I know, Coral. It's terrible. They don't realize that many plants and animals couldn't survive without you. Maybe Jacques Cousteau could help. That would be great. Yes, but he's not coming to look at Coral. He's probably coming down to film me. Sea turtles are endangered, you know, and we're also fascinating. I'm more than 70 years old. Some sea turtles are even older. Pufferfish. Hey, you're not the only interesting one. What about me? I can swallow water and puff up to more than twice my size. And now the crab talks. Pufferfish has a point. He is very impressive when he does that. I've seen him scare away lots of creatures. Starfish. But only one of us can be the star. It has to be me. Octopus says, and why is that? I like Starfish's answer. Here we go, Starfish. Because I'm a starfish. Octopus. So, you may be a star, but do you have star power? I don't know. I never thought about that. Top of the next column, Crab. I think you do. You can move in any direction without turning. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Crab. Thanks for the support. You're pretty cool, too. Yeah, remember you can scuttle. People would like to see that. Octopus. I know you all want to be the star, but I'm sure Jacques Cousteau has come to film me. He'll want his viewers to see me up close. They can count my arms. They can see my suckers. I can disappear in a cloud of purple-black ink. So all of these characters are trying to kind of outdo each other. They're bragging a little bit, aren't they? Crab speaks. He's right. He sure has star power. And Seaweed answers, I guess so. He's not the only one. Look how big I am. I weigh 200 tons. Plus, I'm a mammal. I breathe air just like humans do. And my relatives have been around for 50 million years. We used to be dinosaurs. I didn't know that. Sharks were dinosaurs too. We've been around for 100 million years. And I'm the best hunter. People want to see my shark teeth up close. Top of the next column is dolphin. Wonder how dolphin's going to brag. I'm a mammal like whale, but I hear a lot better. I can hear everything in the sea. I can dive 1,000 feet, and I can leap out of the water. Who else can do that? Now the clam talks. Shh, all of you, look. What is it? He's here. Who? Jacques Cousteau. And he's carrying his cameras. What do you think they will do? Dolphin speaks. Welcome, Mr. Cousteau. Crab says, we're so happy to see you. Octopus, at least most of us are. And now Jacques Cousteau is talking. And I'm always happy to see my friends under the sea. But is everything okay? It sounded as if you were fighting just now. Pufferfish, we were fighting about who should be the star of your show. Top of the next column. The star of my TV show? I said it would probably be me, right? Octopus, don't listen to him, Mr. Cousteau. I would make a much better star. I have star power. Whale, people love to watch whales. Dolphin, I saw your boat first. They wouldn't even know you were coming if it weren't for me. And then the crab says, I'm probably not interesting. And Seaweed says, me neither. Oh, please, everyone, stop your fighting. You're all interesting. You're all stars as far as I'm concerned. We are? Really? Even little me? And me? I'm a star like the others? Each and every one of you is an important part of life under the sea. You all have incredible stories to tell. You're all stars. That's why I'm here. So let's get started. 3, 2, 1, action! And that is the end. So now Jacques Cousteau and all of those animals, I'm sure, are off and filming a wonderful episode for his TV show. Right here you see the glossary, and we have the words camera, divers, endangered, explorer, scuba gear, and sonar. Those are just some of the words that you maybe wanted to look up. And notice that the glossary, that little dictionary, shows us how to pronounce each word, and those words are listed in alphabetical order.